International Internet Racing School, or how I like to call it, IRS WO1F. And today I am again visiting Scotland and the circuit which is named Little Ferry here at Goldsmith. So this is my second circuit which I'm visiting here at Scotland, and you know what, every time when I arriving to Scotland, every time when I'm driving through this country, I find it more and more amazing. Deeper you drive into Scotland, more amazing these countries. And I think deeper you drive into this country, more amazing this circuit. Because I've been walking around this circuit already, and you know what, I can tell you that this circuit is something special. So today I'll try to find as much as possible information about Little Ferry circuit here at North of Scotland Karting Club. So guys, let's go and let's find out everything what we can find from the drivers about this circuit, and of course we will find about racing line as well. Hello again. Is that okay for me to sign in now?
Yes. And Jay explained to you that you have to be at a marshal's post when you're filming, not to wander around the track.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Thank you very much for your help. Thank you.
My name is William Fraser, basically known as Bevan, and I've been here involved with the club since 1972.
72?
Yeah, 72 the club was formed. We raised money to get this facility here, the original track. We leased the ground from Sound Estates on a nominal fee every year. It's not much. We got money from different parties to construct the first circuit, the small circuit, which was opened in April 1978.
So the circuit was opened in 78?
1978, yeah, April 78.
Wow, that's a huge history of the circuit.
2 years ago, yeah.
And how everything started? Do you know how everything started?
Well, it was one of the members, one of the people that was working in the village in the technical school, which is now the council offices. He was there, and he used to be involved with karting way back in the 60s. So he just thought of starting up the club, and people got involved with it in the area, and that's how it all came about.
And do you run MSA championships on this circuit?
The MSA championships, next year we have the Scottish championships. It'll be probably the same August next year. But we hold events, meetings every month from March till October at the end of each month, whether it be a 5-weekend month or a 4-weekend month. It's almost the last Saturday and Sunday in the month.
Wow, this is Scottish Championship, yeah?
Well, the Scottish is a 2-day meeting which is held over 2 days, which is down at Boyndy in a fortnight's time, which is the Scottish Championships for this year, and next year it'll be up here in 2019.
Wow. And can you tell me a little bit about today's event?
This is just a non-MSA event. It's exactly the same as an MSA event, but the rules are not really so hard, but they still have to comply with safety regulations, tyres, engines. The scrutineers are here, things are checked, but it's not really as stringent as it usually is. Well, it's still stringent, but it's controlled, but not so severely controlled, but it's still controlled through the MSA, through the marshals that are here. No, not the marshals, the scrutineers, who are MSA registered, but they help out at this meeting. But we have probably 3 non-MSA meetings a year just to keep the club growing. The problem is with the situation in the country, money-wise, clubs are struggling, and drivers are having difficulty getting to different meetings because of the cost. And it's not so much the cost of travelling on the equipment, it's tyres are the biggest problem. They're quite expensive. You're talking about £150 a set.
Just for a set of tyres?
Just for a set of tyres. And if you want to be competitive, you've got to really have a new set for every meeting.
Yeah.
So if you're doing a lot of racing, it's a lot of money, and that's the problem. So this is just non-MSA, just to help out the clubs, and it's all over Scotland and England are doing exactly the same.
Yeah.
Everybody's struggling.
Greg, yes?
Yeah.
So this is a 2-stroke 6-speed gearbox engine, yeah?
2-stroke, a TM 125cc.
I'm filming about this event. What's your name, guys?
John.
John. Duncan, can you tell me the best racing line around this circuit?
To be honest, the racing line is keeping in the way so nobody can get past you and going as quick as you can. Unless you've got a gap, and then you can go wide and take the corners square off, but if they're close to you, you're basically in the middle of the track, closing them off from undercutting you on the brakes going into the corners.
Maybe you want to speak about racing line. Are you gonna tell me something about your go-kart?
This is the engine, and it powers the go-kart to go. We have to strap transponders onto the cart. The club can time us. Project 1 2015 champion. These are SL2 MSA tyres. You have to run weights if you're too light.
Nice one. Thanks a lot for information, mate.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
What do you want to know?
It's the total.
We've never raced before.
Really?
No, this is day one.
This is completely new go-kart, the first race.
Yeah.
And you've never been on this circuit?
I have. Maybe 83, 84 I raced here.
83.
I'm no 83 yet.
No, I know. I mean, you've been here in 1983.
Yeah, I raced here in 1983.
My first ever race.
What do you think about your chances today?
Not good.
That was positive.
I think
no.
I'm trying. My goal is not to finish too last. If that makes sense, too last. I'm expecting to be last. I'll be honest, but not like days behind. Close last. Yeah.
Nice one. Thank you very much, guys.
No problem.
Thank you very much. Sorry for disturbing you. Thank you. Right, guys. So right now I have to find where happening driver briefing. Sorry, where's the driver briefing? Oh, just over there. Thank you. Okay, so well, we're gonna go for a driver briefing quickly. See what kind of procedure happening there.
Is there any objections to the gentleman going out to doing filming?
He's got an internet, a web channel, internet racing it's called, and YouTube, sorry, mistake. He's done 9 tracks in Britain so far. Some of you might have seen the one at Crail, and he's done shading as well. And he's got footage from Dave Mitchell, well, that's got carts on the track. And he's got some information from Roy about the history of the track. He's waiting to get some words with Bevan, hopefully, the full story. Start procedure is it will be 1 rolling lap for cadets, 2 rolling laps for all other classes. Gearbox starts will be a standing start. Again, once they're in position or satisfied in position, the red lights will go and they can then start. But we're all using transponders because Kerry's learning how to use a computer and it's to train Kerry on the computer. Tyres, there'll be no new tyres after 3-lap practice. So tyres, use tyres for the race week. The scrutineers will carry out random checks during the day, weights, as already mentioned, comply with their findings, and if a driver and mechanic only, it's scrutineering. So does anybody have any questions at all? Just another word to say, and we'll have no roaring and shouting or foul language, please, or you will be pulled up and given a warning, or even penalised. So, as I said before, race and respect, civility, costs nobody anything, so please mind that. Okay, thank you.
And for this non-MSA championship, is where the drivers usually come from?
Same people that come here that come to the MSA meetings. We average in 30, 35 drivers a meeting, and it's the same drivers that are coming. But a lot of the boys around this area work offshore, Caithness, Russia, and they've got equipment, but they can't get normal meetings because they're away working, so they find it's better for them. They don't have a license, but they still have the equipment, and it's got to be up to the same standard.
And yeah, and they still can use that equipment.
They still can use it, yeah. And a lot of boys have stuff they have at home that have been taken out of garages and used just to get a bit of fun, usage of the equipment they've had over the years, just lying doing nothing, basically, and that helps out the club as well.
So the drivers to this championship, they're coming from all...
This is not a championship, this is just a race meeting.
Yeah, for the race meetings like this, they're coming from all over Scotland.
Well, Aberdeen area, not Inverness, Russia, Caithness, all over, yeah.
What is your racing history?
My racing history?
Yeah.
Oh, heck. I raced in 210 Villiers to start with, and I raced in that for a long number of years, and then I went into 250 International, which was the Yamaha class, water-cooled TZ.
Is that the 6 gears?
6 gears, yeah.
6 gears.
And I raced that for, I think, maybe 10 years, basically. But I enjoyed it. I still have the equipment, but I just haven't got the time, and busy working and helping out here. You just can't do everything.
So it was in your history. It was only go-karts.
Yeah.
Only go-karts. Nothing with the cars. Or
no, nothing with the cars. We have cars here, two weekends in the year.
What is it about?
That's sprints. They do the timing. They've got their own timing system, and they start out there and they do laps around the circuit, and it's all done. It's Scottish Championships. They have 2 rounds here, one in June and one in September, and they call it a 2-day meeting. It's 2 separate meetings, but it's what they call a back-to-back. So it's one race meeting on Saturday, one race meeting on Sunday.
You've done your racing in when was it? 1980s,
I started racing early mid 70s from
1970s.
Yeah, and then right on I stopped racing, and I think it was 85.
And what can you say the racing that days and racing today? Is that a big difference?
Oh yeah, there's a big difference. It's before everything was push starts. Now you're seeing all the equipment. The only ones that are push starts now are the gearbox, the 125s. Everything now is electric. It's all with batteries, but it's far safer. Far. We had no side pods or things on the front.
Really?
We had nothing like that. That wasn't involved. So if you got involved with somebody else, you got thrown off the circuit. With the tyres going round and round. But nowadays, with the side pods and the bumper on the front, it's more safer and they're more reliable. They're all water cooled except the Hondas, which are air cooled, but they're a lot more reliable. Totally.
So it's more protection
today.
today.
Yeah, it's safer, and it's more, everything's more reliable, and it lasts longer.
How are you, mate? Nice. This one yours? This one. What's your name? Tom. Tell me a little bit about your go-kart. What chassis do you use?
Tony cars.
Oh, I first time see this color Tony car.
Yeah, we got it painted.
Engine?
Rotax.
Junior.
Yeah.
Fastest lap around here. Little Ferry circuit.
37.4.
Is that your personal best? Wow, that's great. How do you think were your chances today?
Alright.
You okay if I'll ask you a few questions?
You're probably better asking somebody else because this is my first time. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
What is your name, sir?
Stuart.
Stuart. And where you used to race before?
I've never raced karts before in my life. This is the first
This is
time.
your first day?
Yeah. Well, not my first day. I was up practicing yesterday, but this is my first event. So.
How are you feeling when you enter?
Just apprehensive at the moment. A bit nervous, but we'll get out there. there. The boys are good. Everybody's, you know. So.
Uh-huh.
See what happens. We'll go round and parade at the back of the lap.
So how was it yesterday? What was the
Wet.
result? Oh, it was wet. Yeah,
really wet yesterday.
Yeah.
It was just practice yesterday, so.
Have you done any dry laps?
I done a few yesterday afternoon. It dried up and that.
Yeah, as I say, it's a 1984 Zep with a TM125 engine, water cooled, first of the water cooled. That had been about 1985 the engine was built. So
How many gears this one?
5.
5 gears.
5 gears.
Because I can see it has this spoiler at the back. Is that makes a big difference if you take it off?
Probably not. Not here.
What is the top speed?
I would thought you would be about 100, 110 mile an hour.
What is the best racing line
Smooth
around?
as possible.
Smooth as possible.
With this, you've got to keep the speed up. So I can't touch the newer stuff, so I've got to be smooth as I possibly can. You know, that's all you really can do.
Jimmy Mackay.
Jimmy Mackay?
Racing line.
Yeah, I'm just talking about racing line.
You can get in here.
So can you tell me?
So you come across the start line and you want to go cut across where it kinks. You come far left into the outside for the first right-hander. So you on hard left and you brake and come right into the apex. Come out, just clip the rumble strip on the outside. You're coming across, down, back down the straight. Little bump, takes left for that, and you come right onto the right for the hairpin. Hard on the brakes. You want to come in, stick tight, just clip the curb. Come in. Back up to the other straight. You got a wee jump. And you can get the car settled quickly for the braking into Bevins. So that's like 90-degree right. When you come out, come right back across, up onto the curb, up onto the rumble strips on the outside. And you got corkscrew, so that's like you say low on the banking for each bit. So you say low on the bank, hit the curb, come back across, hit the other curb. And you got beaches, so it's fast right.
And you braking on the beaches?
No, flat out.
Flat out.
Yeah. You want to like a middle-ish line, and so you come in, you're just going right to the edge of the track. So you see it sort of in the track there, because like outside there's a lot of dirt, and the inside's.
And the last corner flat out as well, yeah?
No, hard on the brakes for it. Quick
like
dab on the brakes.
quick dab on the brakes.
Yeah. The first corner is Johnny Fox's. Second corner is hairpin. Third corner at Bevins, and you're coming into corkscrew. And then fast right is beaches.
Yeah.
And then the last corner is called pits.
Nice one. Thank you very much.
No
Thank you very
problem.
much for information.
I'm in a shot your hat.
Sorry?
I'm in a hat like that.
You in a?
For my car. A hat like yours.
Oh really? You're a fan of BMW?
Yeah, I've just bought one.
Ah, I've bought this one at Fraxton when I've been watching. When I've. Yeah, touring cars. Yeah.
The polo shirt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, so here all fans of BMW. So what's your name, sir?
Gary. Gary
sorry?
Bird. Gary Bird.
Gary Bird.
Yeah.
Okay. And can you tell me a little bit about this event? How do you feel? How is your chances today?
I'm feeling quite confident today.
For first person, you feel quite confident.
Feeling quite confident today.
All the rest saying like, maybe. Here we go. I can see the winner today.
Hopefully, we'll see you at the day brings.
IRS WO1F. Today we'll be showing you the canteen. And I'm Poppy Mackay. I'm sure we're about to have a lunch break and all the drivers will come in. In here we have where all the drivers come in and they eat and everything. And then over here you have the water and then all the fizzy drinks in the flat and everything. And then you have the kitchen. And that's my Nana. And then that's my mum. And we have soup, all sausages, hash browns, burgers, beans and everything. And then, oh, and this is my brother Dylan and his friend Ollie. And that's my granny. And then over here's all the sweets that they buy and everything. And then there's ice cream and everything in there. And over here is where they get all their forks and cutlery and like drinks and sidings and stuff. And then over here we have where all the kids play and everything. And if you've been to here, you're welcome again. At the little Ferry canteen and everything. Bye.
And what can you say about the speed? Is it a lot of is the cars quicker today?
Oh, I would say they must be. Aye, they must be quicker. Aye, look, they must be quicker. I don't know. Well, I was recorded going down the end of the straight there when I was racing at 81 mile an hour. But I think they're probably doing well over that now. The gearbox classes and the senior moxes, because the senior moxes and the gearbox are averaging just under 37 seconds, and it's a kilometre long.
Wow!
So they're going at a fair rate of knots.
It's quick.
They're quick. They're quick.
And you know what? I heard a story about this circuit. Something happened here in 2012.
Aye, we had a flood. Yeah, we had a lot of damage to water. Well, it was just a tidal surge. There was a very, very low weather system and a high tide, and the water came in from between the caravan site and the golf course, and it flooded the caravan site there, and then it came up here, flooded all this. This was level 27 inches of water.
27 inches?
On the floor here. You would, and the Sod's Law, we were getting the canteen and that area up there, the clubhouse, decorated, and all the equipment and stuff that was up there was down here. So
all the water was in canteen?
All the water, so everything that was up here, in here, tables, chairs, fridges, everything that was up there was down here. Even our lawnmowers were in here, and they got damaged as well for cutting the grass, so it was a disaster.
And how you sorted out that problem?
Well, we just had to take its own, we just got help from different people. Eventually the water drained away, we got the mess cleared up. The toilets here on the other side, they had to be dismantled and replaced, because it was everything was ruined.
And how is the circus in general doing today? I mean, in events wise.
Oh, we're doing all right. We're keeping our head above water. We're nobody gets paid except the officials from the MSA, but everybody helps out the best they can, and we're surviving a lot better than some of the clubs. We're doing all right.
And how many MSA events do you have a year?
I think we've got maybe 5 or 6, maybe 5 anyway, MSA, and the rest are non-MSA. I just can't remember offhand.
Have you done any British championships here?
No,
just Scottish?
No. We've tried to get that. Our secretary, she's involved with MSA. She's on one of their committees or whatever it is, and they try and get the people to come up here. It's just the distance. The facility's here, but it's just the distance. They just won't come. Even to come up, they're struggling now. Lark Hall's struggling to get people to come up to their circuit, which is just in the south of Scotland. So
Yeah.
we're another 300 miles further north.
Yeah.
It's just the problem. Distance is the problem.
But I'll be honest with you, the circuit is brilliant. When I arrived yesterday, my first reaction was, wow. You know?
Yeah, it's a nice place. It's just been built over the years. Just the club and all the money we make, if we make any money or try and do things, we just put it back into the circuit to just improve things.
What's your name?
Owen.
Owen, full name.
Alright, Owen Ross.
How was your day today?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, won all 3 heats and then won the final.
Oh, well done, mate. That's nice. Can you show a little bit your space where you're working with your go-kart?
Yeah, usually we've got a box, don't know where it is, maybe in the back of the van over there. But it's got like all the bottled liquids like brake cleaner, WD-40, all that sort of stuff.
Okay.
Then we've got, that might actually be it, it's got some spares in there as well. Spares box and general sorts of stuff. In there we've got a buzz gun and right now it's a bit of a mess. Fire extinguisher there, spare chain guard. We've got a compressor for pumping up the tyres, Dad's got the tyre gauge. We've got some wet tyres in here, we've got a spare set of slicks in the van.
Is that spare engine?
Yeah, it was the engine that we were running in practice yesterday, so a wet engine.
And can you tell me where else you race? Only here or?
No, we race at Boindy.
Boindy, where is that?
That's in Banff. We're doing the NKF this year, so we're racing a lot down in England, and that's got long drives because we're based quite up north. We raced at Crail once, but we've only raced there once, but we will be racing there, I think, quite a bit in the Mini-Max, because there's a good Mini-Max grid there. It's really just a big learning experience, which is great fun. If your engine has blown up while you were leading and it's on the last lap, last corner, then be disappointed by all means, but don't keep it going to the next race. Okay, you've had a bad race, there's other ones. There's always going to be another race.
I'll be honest with you, even for me, what you said now, even for me, that was a good lesson. Not to get disappointed. Nice one. Thanks a lot, mate.
No problem.
Well done.
Absolutely.
First I'd like to thank the marshals, some of the people that come up to help at the last minute, some more Canadians with their way home to get to Ferry, know that we've seen us at the pub and square tonight. So I'd like to thank all the people that helped.
Bambinos, and in second place, Aileen McDonald. Honda Cadets. In third place, Jack Ryan. In second place, Dylan Mackay. In first place, Owen Ross. And the novice cadet goes to Aidan McDonald. Junior Max. Third place, Matt McQueen. In second place, Tom Binney. First place, David Mitchell. Bird, and the novice, Billy Faulkner. Senior Maths 177, third place, Duncan Ackert. In second place, Jay Mackay. And in first place, Robert Strachan. And the novice goes to James Wilson. Moving on to the KZ class, third place, Robbie Gray. Second place, Gregor Matheson. And in first place, Ryan McGuinness. And we also have a special award for Trevor Stedman. Right, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And as I said at the driver's briefing, if you're planning to do next month's race meeting, which is the final round of the Super Series, please get your entries in early to Isabel. You're guaranteed at least one position.
Another thing, you see Tony's been filming all year about the track and that and everybody, so he's going to post a link to the last bit on our Facebook page where you can go to his YouTube page and hopefully by the end of the week maybe you'll see yourselves today hopefully.
Bye.
Right guys, so here he is. I am on my way home. I hope you like this video. I hope you like the interviews. I hope you like the circuit, and I hope you like these beautiful views of Scotland. So this is it for this week, and as usually, see guys, I forgot about the track walk. I completely forgot about the track walk. Okay, I need to come back there very quickly. Go, go, go. Owen, Jack, guys, okay. So, Owen, you are the fastest lap holder this year, yeah?
That's correct.
Perfect. Listen, can you show me the fastest racing line around this circuit?
Yeah, sure, no problem. Let's go.
Perfect, let's go for it.
Yeah. Right, so we're coming up the start-finish straight now. And coming up to turn 1, which is about where that sign is. But firstly, there's a little right-hand kink, in the straight, and you want to make your steering wheel as straight as possible, directly towards that sign. You'll probably want to be about here with your inside wheels. So we're coming towards the braking zone. It's a surprisingly late braking zone. On this area you can brake later and you can go faster through the corner and carry more speed. You can see the black lines going round there. From the other carts. You want to follow this first and then slightly tighten it up. Apex roughly in the middle of the corner. It's okay to apex a bit later. More people would run it probably about here. Yeah, this is flat out. Turn 2. You'll turn it about here, yeah. Right, so the apex, you'll
here, the tightest you'll want to be is probably about here. Then you can just start to come out a bit more. These rumble strips are back braking. Right, so from about now you will be on this white line. Right, so on this sort of mound, this sort of crest that we can see coming up, you want to start to move over this way. So you want to brake as late as you can for this corner, but also the later you brake, the harder you have to brake. You want to turn in about here. Right, so the apex is about here. You want to put your inside wheels on it. 2 wheels on here, and this next corner is flat out, full throttle, no lift off. Following the black lines again, you're going to want to get close to this white line, but if you hit this curb, you're going to lose control pretty quickly. Right, so coming through this little left-hand kink, the second part, the corkscrew, you're going to want to get close to the white line, but again, don't hit the curb because you will probably lose control. So you want to be about in the middle, and then you can get the shortest line possible, but without getting all of the marbles and stuff from the inside. Definitely flat out. Quite an early apex for here, but you can change the apex if you want. This corner is a bit variable. Personally, I prefer to go for an early apex here because if something does go wrong on the cart, then it leaves you with more space to run off, if you know what I mean. Okay, right, so the rumble strips here are probably bigger than the ones that we faced on turn 2, if not equal size. So you want to just dab the brake on maybe just after this red line, and then you want to make your way to the apex, which is on this blackened part of the white line. Right, so for here you're going at high speed, and the rumble strips here are actually quite kind, so you can just run onto these completely. Right, so this has been a track walk of Golspie Kart Track with me and Jack. This was more of a Honda Cadet focused video, but we basically gave you the general idea for all classes. Obviously there's different braking points and power points, especially